The law is pretty clear that the purchaser of a dog is the owner of the dog.
And Your Honor, even with that being said, I do understand what you're stating. However, if you get the $5,000, would you still want the dog back?
Let me translate what you're just proposing, okay? I kidnapped the dog. I'm going to hold the dog, and now...
But is it kidnapping?
Yeah.
At this
it
point,
could be. It could be kidnapping.
Dog napping.
Dog napping.
When it was dropped off to me?
You don't have a right to keep him under these circumstances. We could conclude that you improperly took this dog.
He's also suing me for the dog. So if he were to get the money for the dog, he can get another dog. However, the plaintiff also has pending case, so he's not even going to be able to take care of the dog.
So you want me to be a party to your kidnapping?
It's not kidnapping because I didn't walk into the plaintiff's house and snatch this dog out of his home.
I just want to make one point clear because I don't think we've gotten there. When you actually said to Billy, "Oh no, you told me you gave me the dog," his response, just so we're all clear, is, "LMAO, what, you crazy? How could I give you someone else's dog? I did not give you this dog."
I wanted the dog, and he gave it to me without even saying, "Do you want something back? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
I understand we have a video of the dog. Did you submit this video?
I submitted multiple videos of Benji. He likes to chew on my shoes, my socks.
That was the bed I bought with my own money.
He also likes to run around. So there's toys in the back. He likes to move furniture. This is as well as kind of bonding with other dogs. Originally, the new harness that he had to get, he sleeps with me. So I always, keep videos with him around.
We all love dogs here, and you have bonded with this dog, but maybe it's a bonding that we cannot permit under the circumstances.
And Ms. Saunders, what if he just changed his mind? I want my dog.
That was the end of February, Your Honor.
No.
So
What if he just changed his mind?
But by that time, it had been 3 months.
I think it's harder for you to let go of Benji because of how long you've refused to give the dog back. Because at the time when you were made aware by Billy, by the plaintiff, that he wanted the dog back, you'd only had the dog less than a month. It was probably easier at that point to give Benji up than now, after having Benji almost a year.
Do you intend to abide by whatever order we issue today?
I've bonded with Benji. I understand it. He purchased the dog. But, as far as the way it goes, the way the dog was given to me, and based upon, what was told for me from his friend, that was what I ran off of. I can't run off of anything else after 3 months when he finally gets out and he's
So you're prepared to return the dog if that's how we order it?
I would hope that you wouldn't, but if it's legally speaking...
And let me ask you then,
I understand.
If that's your position, if we conclude that you are entitled to the dog, would you accept the amount of money that you're suing for in exchange for letting the defendant have the dog?
No, again, I want my dog.
You want
back.
your dog?
Yes.
I don't have any more questions.
No.
Thank you both very much. You're excused.
This courtroom is now in recess. We'll have you exit, use the doors.
I think the defendant's actions here were really bad. This was not a miscommunication. She clearly knew this was a temporary arrangement, and at a minimum, she knew within about 3 weeks that he was ready to have his dog back.
And she just felt that here's the dog that she's always wanted. It fell into her hands, and now I'm keeping it because he's lovable. And that can't be the standard to deprive the actual owner of his dog.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the both of you, and you know how I feel about animal cases. I definitely think she's entitled to the money that she's spent on Benji.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Although I believe she's only entitled to the money she spent
Up to the
prior
point-
to January 6th.
Precisely.
When she wrongfully withheld
Do we know how to split that
Benji.
up?
Between the multiple vet visits for these issues, which nursed the dog back to health, the specialized food and the other things she had to buy, it comes to about $1,000 just for that short period of time. And I do believe the defendant is fearful, not legitimately because the plaintiff has caused her to be fearful, but because Billy has been injecting himself into this situation with talk of voodoo. How about we order them to transfer the dog at a police station?
Yeah.
At a local precinct.
Yeah.
So we're going to give the plaintiff back his dog and award the defendant $1,000 for the care of the dog.
I think that's sound.
Yes.
We have a
heard it.
verdict.
All right, we do.